I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? You complete me. You make me possible. You're probably wondering why am I saying these phrases to the air like if I'm mad. I'm telling you, this is what the Joker says to Batman in the famous interrogatory scene from The Dark Knight, 2008 movie from director Christopher Nolan. Joker, war. Batman, peace. Without Joker, there is no Batman. Without war, there is no peace. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paolo Stroppa, and today I'm going to explain you why peace is not an absence of war. So I wanted to start from these phrases because, let's be honest, every single time that something bad happens, not only in movies but also in real life, mainly in real life if you want, we tend to consider and to emphasize only what the good guys are able to do. The good guys, the one who usually solve the situation, the one who behave ethically. But did we ever ask ourselves how can we consider these guys as good? What I answered myself is that we can consider them as good only because there is bad people around. Bad people, war. Good people, peace. Without criminals, there are no heroes. Without war, there is no peace. The analogy is pretty simple, isn't it? But let me make another example, because probably what I'm telling you is seeming a little bit philosophical. Let's say some more down-to-earth stuff. Let's take two people who love each other, two lovers. They are living their lives, and everything is great because they are in love. But then comes something on which they have different opinions. And so a big and emphatic discussion starts. And while we all know that the discussions between the lovers can be in many ways similar to wars. But then, after this big storm, after this big argument, they're able to calm down, to relax. Just because they love each other, and their love is now stronger than before. Terenzio, a famous Roman comedian active from 166 before Christ to 160 before Christ, once said, the arguments between the lovers have the only consequence to make their love bigger and stronger. Isn't it clear now? What I just want to make you understand is that when we think about war and peace, we can't just limit our minds thinking about the Second World War, or the one in Vietnam, or the one in Syria we're having nowadays. Every single day of our lives we are having and fighting wars. But we simply aren't noticing it. At home there is war, at school there is war, we all know that. With friends there is war. With your boyfriend there is war. With your girlfriend there is war. But I'm gonna tell you something good. It doesn't last forever. Simply because nothing does. Katy Perry says in one of her most famous songs, Firework, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. And that's the point. Without the hurricane, we will not be able to see the rainbow. Without war, the entire concept of peace will sadly disappear. So we don't have to worry about the fact that we are fighting wars every day of our lives. Because only with these wars, we will be able to understand what peace really is. To sum up, peace can't be an absence of war, because they are simply consequences of each other. Thank you.
Any questions from the audience? If possible, not from the same school where it comes from.
Well, yeah, the other candidates are encouraged to ask questions. Not nasty, please, but...
Please, please.
Because that's what you would have to do when you get to London.
Again, I have to say, not all at the same time. So, question from the Commission them.
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Interesting. But some other reference.
Some other reference?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's tough to think about.
It's not so important if you find the reference or not, but if you explain me again in some other ways this concept.
Okay.
And if you find in literature or
First I'm going to explain, then I'm going to think about
go,
that.
please.
Katy Perry says, after the hurricane comes the rainbow. And we all know that without the hurricane, there is no rainbow.
And that's clear, yes.
That's clear. What I meant is that without bad people and without war, the concept of peace doesn't exist. Because if there is no war, how can we live in peace? That's the point. I mean, if there aren't any conflicts, we can't say that we are in peace. And if we are in peace, only if we are in peace, we are able to experiment what conflicts are. That's why I say they are consequences. And so it's an analogy with the hurricane and the rainbow. Now I'm thinking about the reference.
Yeah.
And
Also in other cultures, for example, in iconography.
it's like yin and yang.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
example.
Maybe it can be. I don't remember which one is the good and the bad one.
Me too.
It's not really important.
But we all know that without the yin, there is no yang. So it's all the same. It's all a big and out. That's what I mean.
It seems that war is a necessity.
Yeah,
From a
war
certain point
is
of
a
view.
necessity. It's sadly to say, it's tough to say,
Yeah.
but war is a necessity.
It's not a moral judgment, it's just simply a state of facts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a question from the audience there.
I like the Batman reference, and I wanted to ask you about, I mean, the war that is being fought inside of Batman. How you see it? He believes that if he wasn't compelled to kill the Joker every time, it wouldn't make him a noble man to not, when he chooses not to. So what do you agree? What do you think?
What do I think? I think that Batman made the right choice at the end of the movie. Little spoiler, but because he didn't kill the Joker, because by killing him, he was making him only bigger. So he made the right choice in that sense. And the point is that the winner at the end is Joker. Because Joker made Batman and Joker destroyed Batman as well. So that's the point. Usually we tend to consider only Batman because the movie is about him. And that's right. Yeah. But at the end, the real winner is Joker. So that's what I think about it.
I think information enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.